Yeah, so for Tottenham, I feel like they've been impressive so far. I honestly underestimated them this season, but today I had the opportunity to watch the whole game with Bournemouth, and they have a system of football now. Bissouma, Matar Sarr, is it Matar Sarr, Malik Sarr in the midfield. They're complementing themselves very well. Madison joined in the park. Today he scored a goal, and he has 2 assists so far this season. That's 3 goal contributions in 3 games. So I honestly expected Bournemouth to do an upset because it was in Bournemouth's home, but Tottenham did very well today, and they were able to cap it up with a good victory. Their bench too. At some point in the game, they were bringing Lo Celso, bringing Perisic, bringing Hojbjerg. So I'm even seeing that they're having
Squad
a deep,
depth.
yeah, they're having squad depth. So there'll be a side from the performances so far. I feel like there will be a side to challenge this season, especially after beating Man United last week.
For a trophy or?
No, for top 4. Tottenham trophy, 2 different things, man.
Okay.
Top 4.
All right. Thank you for that. What about Arsenal's game against Fulham? What do you have to say about that?
Best game of the day. Best game of the day. I honestly thought that Arsenal was going to just swipe Fulham aside, because I've told you guys earlier that I honestly feel like Arsenal is going to challenge for something this year. I hate to admit it, but after Man City, they are looking like the biggest threat. So I thought that at this point, maybe they'll be swiping up all these teams, one by one. But seeing that Fulham gave them a game today, and we also saw that Fulham had a red card and still were able to equalize and defend and take home a draw. So yeah, it was, for me, being a United fan, it was a very, very beautiful. It was a very, very beautiful result. We also have Palhinha. Palhinha was introduced back into. This was his first game for the season. He's come back from an injury. He capped it off with a goal. Saka, Nketiah is showing that he deserves to start as the striker for Arsenal this season. He has had his opportunities, and he's time after time, he's proven, he's scoring, he's assisting, he's getting himself into dangerous positions, he's winning the penalties for his team. So, overall, good performances from Nketiah. Saka scored. Nothing new, although all of us that had him on our FPL, we've been starving this year, because in the first 2 games, I think this is his first goal for them this season. So otherwise, Arsenal being Arsenal, fumbling what they should have won and getting a draw. It's a very, very good, as from a Man United standpoint, it's a very, very okay result. I'm okay with that result. I wish they lost, but then I'll take a draw. So it's cool. It's okay.
So, if Arsenal are doing like this at the beginning of the season, what do you think about Man City, like title contenders? If Arsenal are showing this during these early stages of the season, who's going to challenge Man City for the title?
I am thinking Chelsea. I threw Chelsea under the bus in our first show, I think, but I'm thinking Chelsea, because when you watch them, you see that there's something that Pochettino wants to play. And with Caicedo now, the game against Luton Town, although Luton Town is a very, very, small team, it's a small team until they play Manchester United, and then everybody starts seeing how good Luton Town is. But they have the quality of players that can challenge City. They are not in any European tournaments, so they have enough time to rest. They have enough. Their schedule is not compacted like other teams. So yes, I'm thinking Chelsea. I would have said Liverpool, but I'm not too sure about Liverpool. Arsenal was my best bet for City, but then with their performance today, I don't think they will go far, man. Because if at this point of the season you are doing this, when it reaches the last 10 games of the City, that City always wins last 20, what will you be doing? I would have said Man United, but man, to be very, very honest, from the performances I've seen so far from my club, a top 4 finish, and maybe we defend our Carabao title or our FA, or win the FA, I feel like that would be okay.
All right, and let's get to the match of the day.
Like you said, match of the day. Anytime United plays, whether we play with Banjul United or whether we play with Man City, it's always the biggest game in the world. Everybody is watching us. We have ups, we have fans, we are just the biggest. And we also have to entertain you people, We have to make them feel like we are losing for us to come back and win the game, because it's how we do it. Honestly, I'm just talking But Nottingham gave us a game, man. Nottingham gave us a game. We won Nottingham last season. We won them, I think, 4 times. We won them in the Prem, home and away. We won them in the Carabao Cup. We played them in the Carabao Cup semis, I think. We won them home and away. And I think we even played them in FA or something. So we won them. So I told Kifa last week, I told him that if Nottingham beats us today, then it's going to show that there's a real problem in the team. Because if there's any team that we've been comfortable against, it's Nottingham Forest. And they almost did it. 5 minutes in, it was 2-0. Our players are lacking hunger. They are not showing hunger. They only show it when we are down, maybe by a goal or two. It was Old Trafford. We've been on a 30 games unbeaten run at Old Trafford. So I feel like that was another thing that motivated them, the support of the fans behind them to make the comeback. If this game was played in Nottingham, I don't think a comeback would have been on the cards. We need signings, yes. I still don't understand how we signed Hushlan for the price we signed him for him to be injured already. I don't know if it was a fault of the medical staff or what. I don't know how he passed our medicals. We need a striker. We need, at this point, man, I saw Lukaku to United the other day and I was like, are these people mad? But at this point, bro, we just need somebody in front, somebody that is strong. Ivan Toney, ideal, but Ivan Toney is out till January. So yeah, we need a striker. We also need another defender because Varane, 2 games in and he's out. He's already injured. So we need that Todibo signing, one midfielder, because Casemiro can't do all the work. And you see when we play Casemiro, Mount and Bruno, Mount is a very, very attacking player. So when we're on the ball, he always finds himself in the attack. So when we lose the ball, Casemiro is left alone in the middle of the field. So it makes people able to bypass him and, outrun him, sorry. So we need a player like Amrabat, somebody that knows his position and knows how to play his position, balancing Casemiro and then Bruno. Talking about Bruno, today he has also showed why he's probably arguably the best midfielder in the league, arguably the best midfielder in the world. He has shown it again today, when his team needs him. Unlike KDB that runs away from, the pressure, the camera that always falls, makes an injury and leaves. When his team needs him, Bruno delivers. 1 goal, 1 assist, involved in all the goals, So yeah, it was just a Manchester story. It was just a normal comeback Manchester United day. Very, very, very happy day. Because the amount of, banter I would have gotten from my boys this week, I don't even know where to put my face. But yeah, the boys, we are now on 6 points, 5th in the league. So far, so good, man. So hopefully we build on this because our next game is Arsenal. And Arsenal too took an L today. So they will want to, make a comeback. So hopefully we build on this and then we get something out of it.